Making Custodians of the Red Gold, the film about the Benin Empire, wasn't just a project, it was a calling. I am Joana. I uncover Africa's untold stories and help you heal through storytelling. The Benin Empire shaped Africa's history, but most of the things that we hear comes from colonial records. So I wanted to tell the story through my eyes as a Benin person. And as I began to research, I realized it's far beyond the Benin bronze. There had to be something more valuable than the bronze from the perspective of the English Empire. How will they justify invading another empire to their people? So these were things in my mind, like the English Empire. Yes, they had read reports how majestic and beautiful the treasures are in Benin, the artifacts, the art, the craft and everything, but they don't know the market for it. So that's not enough reason to invade, right? And then when you decide to invade, how do you justify it to your people? Because this is going to be taxpayers' money, right? Now, just thinking about these questions, this is how I started diving deep into things. I was like, oh my God, this is really more than what I thought it was. And then I stumbled upon palm oil, termed red gold. I started research, looking into archives. Oral tradition came into play, of course, asking people stories. And then I remembered I have this collection of old books. My mom used to gather books together because she knew that I was interested in stories, right? So she will print out stories and give it to me. And I used to keep them. So these are from 40 years ago. And anytime I relocated or moved, it was always in a small blue box. I would carry this box. So when I wanted to start my research on Benin Empire, I opened this box and saw that there were books from Professor Igareva, old books. When I went to Benin, I bought books, I went to the museum, and then I visited an exhibition. There was an exhibition in 2007 in Vienna. This was the largest exhibition that's ever happened with the Benin bronze. You had about 300 artifacts brought from different places where they are kept and exhibited. I bought books from there too. Then the Red Book, of course, you have to read that one. I had a couple of audiobooks, so there was so much material to read, right? So that was the research phase. And then getting the footages was another issue. So I had to think about, okay, are we going to reenact this? I don't have the budget for that. Maybe in the future, another film, I don't know. But we had to look for creative ways. So we shot some B-rolls in Benin. And then artificial intelligence was so helpful. We used a lot of artificially generated videos to reenact or depict, illustrate parts of the stories. But there was something though that I noticed, maybe that's another video. There is this human bias that we've created and stereotypes in the real world. It's already fed to AI. So there's a lot of work to be done there, but that's another video. So after getting the footages together, the next step was to assemble. Actually, the story was told in the assembling process, like the post-production, the editing. That's where we told the story. Because then we had to create the arc, and then where do we start the story? What do we go back to? It was really a beautiful process for me because it was then beyond just the artifacts or the red gold. I started to learn more about our culture, traditions, intricate nuances within the traditions, old stories that I had been told as a child, right? Like the it was really an emotional process. Then we made our own soundtrack thanks to the Alele cultural troupe in Edo State. They made really nice soundtrack. The ones I love is Ovoramel, Ovoramel. I love that one. But there was another soundtrack they made that I really liked. It was Ayo, Ayo. That's like when people are going to war. Oh God. You have to go and watch that film. I really enjoyed making it. So if you want to explore and enjoy untold African stories, go to Bold with Joe. We have the first series out, a hybrid documentary. I say hybrid because of the artificial intelligence footages that we use. Custodians of the Red Gold, 12 episodes. They're out waiting for you to stream it. That's how you get supporters. It's just a small team in Lagos creating this content. And I encourage Africans, no matter where you are on the continent or even outside the continent or diaspora, you come from a certain space and you know a lot about a particular story and you're open to researching more about that story, you want to create your own series, please reach out to us. We really want to gather as much untold African stories and bring them to the screen. I am Joana. I uncover Africa's untold stories and help you heal through storytelling.